Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Eric, Ridge, and Brooke to return from Naples. Taylor will make it delicate for her fiancé to break off the engagement. Brooke returns from Naples to Los Angeles along with Eric and Ridge. The Golden had quite the adventure, along with a near-death experience. After falling off of Nick's boat, Brooke landed in the water. By the time Ridge and another man pulled her out, she wasn't breathing. Ridge was suitable to perform CPR, also get Brooke transported to the sanitarium. Effects will be different when ground comes back to city. For one thing, Ridge had to face what life would be like without her. Indeed, though he promised to make this right for Brooke, he also said that at one time to Taylor. Hope will be thrilled that her mama is each right. I'm sure Hope will modernize Brooke about Liam. Brooke will tell her son each about Nick and Ridge. Ridge will have to get back to Taylor to explain effects. It seems that Ridge does try, but Taylor refuses to accept it. Ridge hanging his head down in defeat and frustration as Taylor tells him how effects are going to be. Taylor will tell him that Brooke has a future, but it's not with Ridge. Also, the woman refuses to take off her ring. It wouldn't surprise me if Taylor pretended to have a broken heart pattern relapse just to hold on to Ridge. How is Ridge going to explain this to Brooke? There's also the issue of Luna waking up. It seems that the near-death experience didn't help the youthful woman. While she's pretending not to flash back her crime against Steffi, she's still obsessing over Will. So, it seems that everyone is still in grave peril. Ridge tries to tell Taylor the verity. Still, she seems unintentional to accept it. The psychologist could make some bold moves to make sure Brooke waits ever for her fortune. Brooke has no way denied her passions for Ridge. It has been the developer who couldn't fail to admit the verity about his own passions. That each changed when Brooke fell off of Nick's boat. When Ridge pulled her from the water, she wasn't breathing. When Brooke went toward the light, she didn't see God or her wants or children, but Ridge. Also, she woke up as Ridge was thankful she survived. Ridge was determined not to make the same miscalculations. He promised Brooke he was going to make this right. Brooke will have a lot to tell Donna, Katie, and Hope. Ridge will try to tell Taylor the verity about his dynamic with Brooke. Taylor will be in complete unbelief. It's either that or she's just downright delusional. Taylor tells Ridge that Brooke has a future, but it's not with the developer. Taylor adds that she isn't taking her engagement ring out. As Ridge hangs his head down, he realizes unyoking up from Taylor is going to be delicate. It seems that Taylor could use her broken heart pattern opinion to her advantage. However, Taylor could suddenly collapse and claim that her BHS has returned if Ridge reunites. Of course, Ridge would come running just like he did last time. That might not be all that Taylor does. Moreover, could she mate up with Nick to make sure that they both end up with the mates that they want? Just how far will they go, and in the end, could Taylor and Nick have their own love? With head pen and superintendent patron Bradley Bell intimating ground is end game, Taylor will need another man to turn to. However, also perhaps it could be Deacon, if not Nick. Formerly Deacon finds out about Sheila's secret, their marriage could be over. So, stay tuned for some reunions and shake-ups. Ridge and Captain Nick will continue to contend for Brooke. Nick's big offer and over-the-top romantic gesture, really that credible? Sure, Brooke Logan is great and each, but what has inspired his unforeseen interest in her again? Nick reason, and for good reason. Big Return has been just that, and he whisked back into Los Angeles like he no way left. But, the fact is he did leave, and Brooke Logan and all of his other spouses have moved on without him. In fact, when was the last time his name was indeed brought up? The Logan women easily haven't been losing any sleep over Marone being MIA for 10+ times. We anticipated to believe that the entire time Nick was gone he was stewing over Brooke Logan and conniving on returning to sweep her off her bases. You know that he was also smitten with Brooke's son Bridget, her family Katie, her other family Donna, and indeed her rival Taylor. So, why is Brooke Logan the bone that he's in hot pursuit of? Luna wakes up. Meanwhile, Bill vows to make Grace pay. Will and Electra kiss. They joke about the models. Also they bandy Liam stopping Luna. The man is a idol. So are the Croakers. Who saved them, the developer replies. Will feels shamefaced about Liam getting shot. Electra reassures him. Electra says Luna got what she merited. Ivy comes rushing in. Is it true, she asks. Did Liam survive? Will leaves so Electra and Ivy can talk. They bandy Liam. Ivy is really emotional and crying over Liam. Hope and Liam are still reeling about Grace's conduct. The reality sets in for Liam. He no way had brain cancer. Now Hope understands why Grace and Reese are wedded. Liam calls them a couple of scammers. Liam doesn't know why Grace didn't go to the police. Finn textbooks Liam. Grace is at the police station now. She just turned herself in. Hope continues raving about Grace. Liam seems more stupefied than anything. What is he saying? Liam says he needs to call his pater. Hope warns him that Bill will kill Grace when he finds out what she's done. Liam says, yup, and dials the number. Bill is with Katie right now, so Liam asks him to come home. There's commodity they need to talk about. Bill is on his way. Liam says that Bill is going to go nuclear on Grace. In Katie's office, she's shocked at Bill paying $1 million. Bill reasons that Liam is alive and has a future now, and it's thanks to Grace. Bill comes home and asks Lope what's going on. Liam tells his pater about Finn's mistrustfulness and the fake brain excrescence. The father is affrighted and shocked. He'd have paid anything to save Liam. The shock turns to rage. Grace is going to wish she no way met Bill, he declares. Sheila can't believe this. Lee has given Luna an alternate chance. Lee says there are no guarantees. Sheila is so thankful, but why? Lee always abominated Luna. Lee gets emotional as she talks about working on her bastard/granddaughter. Every child is born innocent, but her medicine overran family created the woman Luna came. Lee is going to do everything in her power to save her and rehabilitate her. Sheila is so thankful to Lee for saving Luna's life. Lee says at the sanitarium, Luna would just go to captivity ever. She hopes that Luna can have a true chance at redemption. Now, they just have to stay to see if she ever wakes up. Lee tells Sheila she can't say a word. The waitress agrees without vacillation. Sheila tries talking to Luna, soliciting her to wake up. Luna squeezes Sheila's hand, so she calls out to Lee. They both supplicate Luna to open her eyes. Her eyelashes start fluttering a bit, also she sluggishly focuses on her two grandmothers swimming over her. The case doesn't say a word, but does smile a bit. Reese and his gambling debts, she punctured Liam's brain for 1 million bones. Indeed though he didn't have excrescence. Finn said about the Verity, and now Grace has to pay. But her ex-husband is getting down with all of this. He's like an evil supervillain who slips down into the night, no way to be seen again. When Grace confessed all to Finn, he wanted to know why Liam's medical history was cancelled, and why this phenomenon procedure bring 1 million bones. Commodity didn't add up, literally and figuratively. Grace revealed that her ex-husband was the reason behind this mess. Lone harpies were after him and hanging their family. Grace had to come up with 1 million bones. Presto. So, she faked the results of Liam's checkup, which she claimed showed a mass in his brain. She also faked his treatment plan, tradition drug, and the experimental procedure that was said to save his life. This move is messy because Grace is still drawing up after her ex-husband, who's spent time in captivity for all his crimes. Yes, they partake 2 daughters. But he's still creating annihilation in their lives, and now he's dragging Liam back into his mess as well. It's time for Grace to stand up for herself and to protest Reese to the check, for formerly and for all. He's caused nothing but drama and terror in his family's lives. We still flash back the time when Reese stole baby Beth and vended her on the Black Request. He made Liam and Hope suppose they lost their baby. He ended up in jail and paid for the crime, but he's still making the same miscalculations. What has Reese ever done for his family? All he does is just beget them more heartache. The daughters are grown now, it's time for Grace to cut the ties.